Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Boxing Ego, I'm with the man Caleb Plant. How you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
So you came out to support Premier Boxing Champs' latest card. What do you think about just Premier Boxing Champs, Al Heyman, what he's doing for boxing?
I think it's great. Al has given us a wonderful platform to, showcase our skills in front of a lot of people on big stages, consistently, and that's what it's about. Getting in front of the fans and staying there and giving them, the more we're in front of them, the more they're going to remember us. Some people have more remembering type styles and personalities and stuff, but I think he's doing a great job.
Definitely. And as far as the main event, what do you think for the main event? It's a dangerous fight for both, immediate rematch. Who do you like in the Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton?
I like Carl. He works with Louis just like I do, but at the same time, not even being biased, I think Leo's going to have to try harder. I think he's got his dad here now, so he's going to want to try harder and improve himself. I think Carl will wind up running him into bigger kind of shots.
Definitely.
Tries.
Now, tell the fans a little bit about you. You're like, where are you from? You got, every time I see you fly, you got the little swag. Someone actually mentioned your name to me, and that's why I really started checking. They were like, yeah, you got to check for this Caleb. I've seen him spar. He's nice. So tell the fans a little bit about your background and where you're from.
From Nashville, Tennessee, and when a lot of people think of it, they think of like country music, and, but I grew up in the more poverty-ish type, part. So just grew up really poor, really humbly, and got introduced to boxing from my dad, and here we are now. Things started off hard for me, but I knew in my head that wasn't an excuse to have to stay in that type of environment. So I just worked my way out of it. I willed my way out of it. I had a daughter, Leah Jean Plant, kind of young, around 20, 21, and she was born really sick, and she had a lot of health issues, and about 100-something seizures a day. She had brain damage. She had zero motor skills. And I did a lot of my camps out of the hospital. She had to have 8 medicines twice a day and special formula. And she was on life support and in a coma about 5 or 6 times. She would stay in the hospital for months at a time. I would do my camps out of there and go to training, come back. And, she lived a tough life. And January 29th, which will be in a couple of days, 2 years ago, she passed away. And that's just added to my fire, my fuel, the reason I do things, the way I fight, the person I want to be. And it just adds a lot to that, It keeps me focused, it keeps me grounded, just like the way I began. And I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to show people that I'm not just here taking part, I'm not a part of things. This is mine now.
This is what you do. Definitely sorry to hear that. I seen the name on your trunks in a previous fight, I believe. And as far as your skill, like I was checking out the skill. I always try to study the fighters, especially up and comers. And you got a lot of skill. Is there anybody obviously you didn't try to mold your style after anybody, but who did you look up to? Because you mix it up and you do some different things in there.
Definitely. I like watching a lot of fights. I like Terry Norris. I like Meldrick Taylor, Hector Camacho, Floyd.
Okay, you studied the greats then. Okay.
Bernard Hopkins. These are people. These are James Toney, the early James Toney. Against Iran Barkley, stuff like that. People with skill. I know I get known for a lot of playing in the ring and having fun, but at the end of the day, skills wins fights. IQ wins fights. That's what wins. If I want to add all that extra stuff on top of it, then I'm going to do that. If it's what I want to do, I'm going to do it. At the end of the day, skills wins fights. And that's what I have because I've worked on that day in and day out of the gym since I was a kid. I've studied that for a long time. I've taken certain things and implemented it into my own arsenal, my own game plan. And I'm just continuing to work on that, continuing to study and be a student of sport, and just continue to add to my belt.
Definitely. And just for the fans that don't know, maybe new to you, what division do you fight out of, and do you have a fight lined up? Anything?
Super middleweight, 168 pounds. It seems like that division is getting really hot over the past couple years. It's really, getting a lot of talent. The talent's growing in that weight division. But we're confident. I've been sparring with George Groves.
Oh, he's in here too.
About 3 or 4 times. Yes, he is. We just got done sparring.
Oh, you just started sparring before you came here?
And we spar about 20 rounds now. And it's been good work. He hasn't won 10 seconds of that sparring session.
You said he has not?
Has not. And it's when you believe in yourself and you tell yourself you can do something, there's a difference between that and then getting there and showing yourself what you can do, you know. And it's definitely added a lot of confidence. He's made me think, he's pushing me, he's making me adjust. But we're ahead of the curve. You know, we're doing well, and that's because of skills. Like I said, skills wins fights. We're able to adjust when needed. And I moved to Vegas August 24th. I've been out here. I've been sparring a lot of people, and you know, it's just adding to what we've been doing back in Tennessee. I'm going to be fighting February 25th in Alabama. There's going to be 2 shows that night, not just Deontay's show. There's going to be another Fox Sports 1 show after Deontay's fight, and I'm going to be the main event of that one.
Okay.
So I hope anybody coming or, you know, going to be there, I hope you guys are able to stick around if you have time and check out another show.
Perfect. Now, I got to ask you a couple, well, first, Badou Jack James DeGale is the biggest fight that has happened thus far in 2017 in your division. You're okay with the draw? Did you have a different person winning? What did you see in that fight?
Well, I just got ranked number 15 in the IBF. So, you know, it would have been cool for business-wise for Badou Jack to win and move up and vacate everything and let everything just be, you know, on the table. But it was a close fight, a good fight. It's what boxing is about. 2 great champions getting in there and going after it. No ducking or running, hiding, dodging, nothing. So, you know, a lot of respect. My hat off to those guys. But there's a season for everything, you know, and you have to wait your turn. You got to pay your dues. And I've done that for a long time in and out of boxing. And I think this year is my season. I think it's my turn. I've waited patiently, but I think it's time. You know, this year I'm really going to be showing the world what I'm about.
Definitely. And then the last question, this is off the subject, but Canelo Chavez is a big fight. It's likely to take place in Vegas. It's at a weird, almost Canelo weight, 164.5. It's close to your division, but it's not there. So who do you like in the Canelo fight? You say skills pay the bills. He's probably easily the more skilled fighter, but Chavez is big, so who are you leaning towards?
I like Canelo just because I like his personality, I like his demeanor, I like his ring generalship, I like his boxing skills. He's one of my favorites right now in today's boxing. You know, so I got Chavez for sure.
Canelo?
Canelo, sorry. But, you know, Chavez is the bigger guy. You know, that plays a factor. And a fight just like, you know, Lomachenko and Salido, you know, the bigger guy, being the bigger guy, Salido, that played a huge factor. So, you know, you got to take that into consideration during a fight like this. But I think at the end of the day, Canelo's going to do his thing.
Okay. Now, where can the fans follow you before February 25th? They want to stay in tune with what you're doing?
Most definitely. I hope that anybody want to support me or follow me, you guys can check me out on social media at Caleb Plant. I appreciate all y'all support. I appreciate people who have tuned in and taken the time to learn about me and how I fight or my story. I appreciate you guys to the fullest. I hope you guys continue to support and follow me and just be on this journey with me as I keep working and, you know, working my way up the ranks. So yeah, anybody for social media at Caleb Plant. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate your time, man. I'm going to check you out February 25th.
Definitely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.